Hello, this is Raziel Cohen with ndftraining.com, and today we're going to be talking about my new personal favorite, appendix carry holster. Now, for a long time, the holster that I was using is the Tier 1 concealed holster, the appendix rig, and it has the magazine attachment on the side, and it did very well for me. There were a few factors of it that made me not very interested. One of them being that for some reason, I don't know why, when I drew the gun and I was using it or training, it would be very hard to bend down because the back of the holster would be really digging into my stomach and it would be very uncomfortable. Now, for a long time, I thought that was just the standard, that no matter what, that was going to happen. The question was how bad it was going to be. So then a lot of people also came out with these different hacks of different attachments you could attach to the back of the holster to kind of make it a little bit more comfortable. Some companies are selling formal foam blocks that you're able to attach to the back that could help protrude it a little bit more or make the gun a little bit more concealed. And for a while, that's just what I thought the industry standard was of the way a holster was going to be carried. That is until I ended up finding this other company called Rigor Arms. Rigor Arms put together this holster and they sent one out to me, and it was very, very interesting. There was a couple reasons why. First of all, the main thing that was very impressive about them is that they weren't trying to reinvent the wheel. They didn't come out with this new crazy design of different things that no one has ever thought of. What they did is they took a lot of what was already available on the market and put all the their favorite features into one holster that ended up coming out with this one. So this one is called the PID. This is one of their appendix carry holsters, and it has a one-piece molded magazine attachment on the side. And it's a very, very nice holster. And one thing that I'll do a close-up on is that there is a gap between the magazine and the gun that really pushes out away from your stomach. And although that might seem like it would make it less concealable, it's still very concealable and very comfortable. And this design has made it that I don't have the same amount of annoyance or pain in my stomach after I draw the gun. So I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it definitely has made it a lot more comfortable to be able to carry around. In comparison to the Tier 1 concealed also, the clips that the Tier 1 concealed is using is a very flat, very kind of mainstream design of what a holster clip would look like. And the clips themselves don't really add anything to the concealability of the gun. It does have the wing on the side that helps push against your belt, so it really helps bend towards your body a little bit more. But that hasn't done much in comparison to having a wing and having the G-code holsters, the G-code holster clips. G-code has come up with a clip that's bent outward, so it really pushes against the belt. So with both clips pushing against your belt and pushing it into your stomach, as well as also having a wing attached to the side, it gives it a lot more concealability and a lot more comfort when you're carrying the gun. The other thing that they went with is instead of going with the standard one-piece wing, they used an attachment that you could choose the size of the pressure that you want pushed against your belt. So this one is the small. They have another one that's a large, and it gives you a lot more options of how you want your gun to be set up for your own personal use. Another thing that I noticed is that for the Tier 1 concealed, the magazine the magazine attachment of where your magazine goes into, there's no click of certainty that you know that the magazine is seated. Now, what the benefit of this is, if you're strictly looking to try to reload very quickly, then this works fine because there's almost no retention on it. However, when you come to the PID, there's an actual audible click that you could hear the magazine seating into the holster. The benefit to that also is if you're in a close quarter situation and you end up getting to grappling, you want to make sure that all your parts are attached and not moving anywhere. So I would feel much more comfortable with this holster where I know that there is a audible and visual understanding that the magazine is seated versus the Tier 1 concealed where it's kind of just using very little amounts of friction. So overall, this was one of their designs that was very interesting. They also have one called the Covert, which is the same thing that you're able to get. One of the options is that you're able to get the G-code clip, as well as the different options for the sizing of the wing that you want attached. And the difference is that this is more concealable in the specs to if you're not interested in carrying a magazine attached, or if you don't want that much coverage on your appendix rig or in your appendix in general, or if you use something like the Neo bag or another option of what's more comfortable to you for carrying a spare magazine. This is just the holster itself without a magazine attachment. So This just fits just like that. It already comes with the suppressor height sights if that's something that you want. The bottom of the holster is open, which means if you have a compensator or something else, it will be able to protrude out, and you won't need to pay more for that. It's a feature that comes with the gun. This one is one that they sent me that has a material design on it that actually is very comfortable to hold and very comfortable against your stomach. The other option that I showed you of this one is more of like the raw plastic, like Kydex that are using. And it's also like a very, very nice thickness. It's very nicely put together. The edges are polished and like really well done. All the rivets are very out of the way and like serve a very clear purpose for why they're there. And overall, it was a very well-designed holster. And I'm seeing a lot of potential for this company coming down the line. What I think was a good idea is they sent this letter with the holsters that they sent to me. And this, I think, is a very good way of summing up what this company is about. So this letter says, Rigor Arms is a family business. It all started from our passion for firearms. We enjoy pistol and rifle training for personal defense. We believe in being prepared and self-reliant. To us, at Rigor Arms, rigor means strength, perseverance, and perfection. We are dedicated to making quality products that our customers can count on. So, a family-run business. They're not a huge industry. It's a big industry. They're not a huge company themselves. They're doing this in the shops that they have available to them. If you were a part, if you follow us on Instagram, we actually did a giveaway and gave away one of their holsters. We gave away one of their covert holsters, and they also gave me a discount code that I have no kickbacks from. I just want to help promote this company because I think what they have is very valuable to the market, especially at the price point that they're offering it. There's a lot of great features that are coming standard with the holster that from other brands you might be paying a lot more for. So if you use code NDFT, you're able to get a percentage off of your order when you order from them. In general, I think this is a very good company. The people that are behind it really care about their products. When they sent me the holster, they said, if you have anything you'd like to add or take away, or if there's something that we could do better, let us know because we want to make sure that we could improve on that. So coming from a company that is able to say, we know that it might not be perfect, we know there might be something wrong, and that we want to do better over time, shows that they actually care about the customer feedback, and that's actually something very nice to see. And in my opinion, as of now, I don't have any feedback of how I would change this holster because for me, it's working very, very well. By the way, a side feature is that it's also tuckable. So you're able to have this tucked behind a white shirt. So if you're someone who dresses up and you need a more concealable holster, this is all able to be done, and it's at a very affordable price. So I'd very highly recommend you check them out. I'm going to leave a description, the link to their website below. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Instagram, I'm going to leave their website in the description, and you could go definitely check them out. This is Raziel Cohen with ndftraining.com. Thank you for watching.